everyone, it's Marianne and welcome to My Wasteless Life. We are currently on the road now in Chicago. I'm in my brother's apartment and I'm very excited to share with you a plant shop tour. I toured two plant shops today, the Plant Salon and the Plantier, and I'm very excited to show you the plants that I found there. It's like so many plants that I've wanted to see in person in a long time, and I finally got to see them. And I'm also going to do a little bit of a plant haul, so keep on watching. I'm headed to the plant shop. That's a cute bike. I like that bike. Such a pretty restaurant. Is the plant here? I think it's open, but we'll see. Oh wow! How much is that?
265.
I can imagine.
Right.
But you say it's a Dieffenbachia?
It's
Or Aglaonema?
Yeah, Aglaonema tricolor PICTUM.
Oh wow! So do you have a lot of rare plants, or you specialize in like more uncommon in rare plants?
It depends. Oh no. It depends what we can find. So if we can find rare plants, we'll get them. But only at a fair price. I don't want to charge $100 for an elbow clipping or something.
Tell me about it. Oh my God, you have a Thai Constellation Monstera.
Yeah.
How much is this one?
That's $395 for this one.
For the large one?
Yeah, and then we have a smaller one. That's at $250 right here. But the stem is pretty huge.
Oh wow, yeah, I can see that. Maybe a Birkin, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I should have slipped off the
And I think it's a ficus or tree. Maybe. This one's slightly variegated. Some type of philodendron. Yeah, Jose Bueno. Good old heartleaf philodendron. Look at this huge Thai Constellation Monstera. This is like $350. The one on top is also $350. And this it's like a Birkin. And I think this is a Ring of Fire. And some Syngonium. They got a lot of Rhaphidophorus Spiderman.
skinny ones have the roots in there, but the longer ones just start to rot on the leaves.
Oh, so it doesn't work with water propagation at all?
Well, the skinny ones will. So these ones I probably have to mount on sphagnum moss.
Probably.
Yeah.
That looks so cool. I don't know, I'm broken. Probably not. We're going to the Plant Salon next. Personally, I don't get the hype, but there it is. Golden pothos, it actually split. I think that's a split. Yeah, it's a split, not just a leaf damage. So you can get the golden pothos to split if you stick it out. Mycans, and it's only $10. I'm gonna get one. And yeah, we get for only $10, which is a lot cheaper than some online plant sellers are selling it. A HOYA carnosa. Yeah, this one is also a good starter HOYA for those who want to get into HOYAs. This is a good one. I think this one is the HOYA carnosa splash. Yeah. Acacia, marble green pothos, neon pothos, and green pothos. Pothos in here. Peromias and Philodendron. And more neon pothos. Birkins are really becoming more popular because I see them everywhere now. I love that variegation though. Look at that one.
I'm the owner of Plant Salon Chicago, and this is my private collection. It's on the big wall, as I say. These guys are my mother plants, they're my propagations, they're my babies. I live personally in a cave. When I opened my company here for hair and makeup, I was like, I'm gonna buy plants. And then I just started buying a lot of plants and making plants. When I decided to open Plant Salon, this is where they live. They live here. So they're here to inspire people, to show people what more mature specimens look like of certain things. And then every now and then I can get some good propagations going and I sell those.
It's like, how do you start collecting them? Where did you get your plants from originally?
This is an amazing neighborhood for plants. So some of my favorite shops in the neighborhood are like Plantier, Sprout. I pick up stuff over at Adams and Sons, over at Christy Weber. I love Gethsemane on the north side. I would do like the plant tour kind of thing. But I love plants, so I tend to collect a lot of succulents. I like more.
And this is a Linares?
This is a HOYA Linares. That's why I was like that.
Yeah,
So
that is probably like the longest one I've seen. Usually people have like the baby propagations that they eventually kill because it's hard to keep alive.
It likes light. I find that one of the
Yeah.
best parts about this area is just that it likes light. And this is a northwest facing shop, so we just get really good consistent light, especially spring through fall. And then in the winter, this even gets a little darker, so I was like, I saw some on
Grow
Facebook.
lights, yeah.
Yeah, and they're all on timers.
Yeah, it
so
looks really good. And it's a HOYA curtsy eye.
Yes.
Yeah, when I saw it, she doesn't have it for sale.
No, my retuses right there. But I have some retuses for sale. But yeah, I do. I try to like propagate out, and I do like different multiples, just to make sure that they can kind of keep going.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate this.
No worries.
I hope you enjoyed those plant tours. I certainly did. I love both shops, the Plantier and the Plant Salon. Both are different and have unique offerings, but both are great plant stores. So if you're ever in Chicago, go check them out. I'm going to leave their address and also their social media if you're interested in checking them out, if you're from Chicago or going to be in the area. And what I like about the plants here is they do offer a lot of rare and uncommon plants, but a real good price. And at the Plant Salon, it's more your plant boutique, very aesthetic shop. It's also a Black woman-owned business, and I got to talk to her, and she's so amazing and very knowledgeable about plants. And I love her private collection, which I am like kudos to her for displaying her private collection for everyone to see. That is very generous, but at the same time, like I was telling her off cam, if it was me, I'd be so very anxious. I mean, I'm very generous with my plants. I try to share them with people as much as I can. But if it was my collection, I'd be like very, very anxious. But right now I'm gonna share with you the plants that I got from Plantier and Plant Shop. From Plantier, I got 3 plants, and from Plant Shop, I only got 1. But all of them cost about $10 each. Let me show them to you right now. So the 4 plants that I got, they are finicky plants, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to fly them back to Maryland safely. If you remember from my New York plant haul, I only took the bus from New York back to Maryland then, and the plants kind of suffered a bit bringing them back. And when I also went to, I forgot if it was Miami or Orlando, when I brought back plants from Florida as well, flying back to Maryland, none of those plants survived. I think only one survived, which is the autograph plant, but the other 2 didn't. So I'm hoping these plants that I bought, like I said, they're like finicky plants, you will see in a minute, that they would actually make it back to Maryland. I mean, they're $10 each, but like I said, I cut them for a really good price, and I don't think I'll get them in Maryland or even online, because some of these plants are ridiculously priced if you get them online. So I have them packed in this Ziploc because this is how I plan to bring them back to Maryland, and I'm going to just hand carry them. So let us open this one first. This 2 I got from the Plantier, and the very first one is this plant. This is a ficus. This is a variegated ficus tree, and it's a very small plant, and as you can see, there's like a little bit of leaf damage, and this cost $10, and I got it anyways because I love a challenge, and you know me with my fiddler fig, I got it as a rescue plant, and you can see how well it's doing right now. So I want to see if I could do the same for this variegated ficus tree. And as you can see, it's very small, but I'm hoping to get it to become large and healthy. I'm hoping this will survive the trip back to Maryland and I could rescue it and grow it healthy. And the reason that I got this, there was another plant that's a little bit more, not lush, but had a lot more leaves that are more variegated, but they're also like smaller leaves. And the reason that I didn't get that one is I think the tip was already starting to rot off. And this one, if I can't show it here, I'm going to provide close-ups. There's new growth coming out from here and also new growth, I think, coming from the side. So that is promising. So that's why I picked this one, and it was like $10. And the other one that I got is a syngonium. And at first he said it was a syngonium confetti, but after checking with, I guess, with the plant owner on phone, a syngonium pink splash. But the thing is though, if you look at the shape of the leaf, this is the reason that I got it. I'm not a syngonium person, but the reason that I got this is, for a syngonium, this is a quite unique leaf shape, doesn't it? It doesn't look like an ordinary syngonium plant. So I was kind of like, oh, let me get this. And like I said, this is only just $10, so why not? So this part is already kind of like dying off. So actually, let me just remove that. But yeah, and otherwise it looks so good. It looks so pretty. And yeah, so I'm very excited to bring this home and learn more about it. But really, it's just like $10. That's the price on it. The other plant that I got from the Plantier, just want to be very careful taking it out, is this Ficus Audrey. So look at this. And kind of like the same deal, because I know that I have to fly this back to Maryland. I could have gotten a bigger Ficus Audrey, but I chose the smallest and most compact one so that it would suffer the least amount of plant damage, so I can fit it in a Ziploc bag. So I got this one. This one I'm very confident that would do better than this one, because A, this one is not variegated, and B, and just with my experience with my Ficus elastica burgundy, it started out this, maybe a lot smaller, and it's so much larger now just a year later. So I'm very confident about this Ficus Audrey flourishing, but we will see. So these are the 3 plants that I got from Plantier, and there was another plant that I was gonna get. I wish I got it the moment the guy told me about it. It was a Dieffenbachia, but it was a tricolor Dieffenbachia. I would insert a clip here, but I'm pretty sure you've already seen it in the plant tour. And they were only selling it for $15, and I wanted to get it, but then by the time I decided, oh, let me get the plant, 3 ladies kind of like came in front of me, pointed at the plant and said they wanted to get it, and I was kind of like disappointed. I was kind of like, oh, I wish I've gotten it. Yeah, I'm kind of regretting that I didn't get that plant. So moving on, but the plant that I got from the Plant Salon is a Philodendron mican. So I've been wanting to get a Philodendron mican, but this has been going crazy with online prices. And you know me, I love houseplantshop.com, but they were selling this initially for just, I think, the first time I saw it, maybe under $10 or maybe around $12.99, but it was sold out then, so I couldn't buy it. By the time they had it back again, it was like $19.99, and I just couldn't justify the price for a 4-inch plant, paying $19.99 for it and a $10 shipping. And then now that they have it available again, it's now $30, which is crazy. And the thing is though, other online shops are selling it pretty much for the same price, maybe just a little bit cheaper when it comes to the shipping, or maybe just a few dollars less than houseplant shops. So I can't really blame them from raising prices, because that seems like everyone online is selling it for that price and maybe even a lot higher. So I mean, this is basically just a single cutting, but it looks pretty good, and hopefully this one will also survive the trip back home. This is probably the one that I really want to make back home. Like this other 3, it's nice to have, but really I got them really more as a challenge or plant experiments for myself. But this one, I really want this to survive and have it be a part of my pothos collection. But yeah, so those are the plants that I got here in Chicago. This is my plant haul. I hope you enjoyed both the plant tour and the haul, and I'll see you back in Maryland. My plants got through airport security. Yay! Back in Maryland, and here are the plants that I brought back from Chicago. They flew really well in my hand carry, and any damage you see on the leaves is the damage they already had when I got them.
But yeah, I left it outside overnight, just to not mix it with my plants, quarantining it a little bit. It did rain a little bit overnight, so that's why it was wet. So I'm kind of worried because these were actually watered by the plant shop before I left. So hopefully they don't get root rot because of the rain overnight. But other than that, they traveled really well, and I'm really excited to have them back with me here in Maryland. Yay!
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new here, I hope you subscribe. I come up with houseplants and sustainable lifestyle videos every week. And if you haven't yet, go check out these videos out here until my next one. But until then, I see you. I appreciate you. Take care of yourself and each other and have a plentiful day. Bye.